Hello, YouTube. Hello. We're back. Are we back? Are we finally coming back to YouTube? Yes, we are. We're finally back. Wow. It's been a long time coming, and I don't even know if I have any viewers left. I don't even know if I have any subscribers left. I don't know if I'm coming into an empty room. I don't know what I'm coming back to, but to whoever is out there, hello. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to me. Surprise, bitches, I'm back. Oh my god. You know I'm back on you know shit's going down real bad if I'm back on YouTube. All seriousness, hello, how are you guys? It's been a long time. It's been a very long time since I've been on here, and it's been a very long time since I've just, been in front of the camera and talked and, hopefully uploaded to YouTube. This is my 4th attempt at coming back to YouTube. That has not happened. I've tried filming this video about 4 times, and then every single time I film the video, something different happens in my life. But I think now I'm very certain of what I want to say, and I'm very certain of how I want to come back to the platform. And I'm more certain about what I want to do and what I want to create and what I want to make on here. So, yes, it's taken me 5 months to come back to YouTube, and it's taken me a long time to just be in front of the camera and talk. But I wouldn't have it any other way, just because I feel more certain about what I want to do, and I feel more certain about what I want to create and what I want to make. So I'm really happy about that, and I'm really happy that I'm finally back here because, let me tell you, over the course of the past 5 months, it's been a journey, and it's been a ride, and it's been just probably some of the craziest 5 months of my entire adult life. Let me tell you, it's been insane, and it's been crazy, and just everything that's happened and how everything happened was just, it's insane. And I keep saying that word because I can't think of any other word, but I just feel like where I'm at right now, I can finally breathe, and I can finally just have a sigh of relief and not be worried about what's gonna happen when I upload this video or what they're gonna say when I upload this video, because I don't care. I don't care anymore. I don't really care, and it's not any of my business anymore. But I do want to talk about just where I've been and what's been going on and why I wasn't here for the past 5 months. Not everything was bad. I had a ton of incredible things happen over the last 5 months, and I want to discuss it all. So if you want to know where I've been, or if you don't even know who I am, hello, my name is Kylie Gore. To you, this is probably just your first video and you didn't even notice I was gone for 5 months. But guess what? I was gone for 5 months, and now I'm back. We're back. So if you want to know what happened, where I've been, what's been going on, then keep on watching. I want to start this off by saying that over the course of the last 5 months, I lived an entire life, and I mean an entire life, from birth to death, over the course of the last 5 months. And thankfully I'm out the other side of death right now, thankfully. And the last 4 times I filmed this video, I was like, I'm still in the death, but now I'm very certain that I have come out the other end, and that I have come out the other side more stronger than ever. But thankfully I've surpassed the death stage of that life, and I've surpassed what almost felt like could be my demise. And I'm so happy that I'm here, and I'm so happy that I can make this video, and I'm so happy that I can be here. But let me tell you just everything that happened. So the last video that I did for YouTube, where I sat in front of the camera, was Christmas Eve. It was Christmas Eve last year. Let me tell you, last Christmas Eve was one of the most chaotic Christmases of my life. It was just intense, and it was crazy. And after that, it seemed like things were starting to get better. And things definitely felt better. Things felt amazing. Things felt incredible. Things felt wonderful. And, for a moment, I was the happiest I had ever been throughout those 5 months. Truly, I was the happiest I had ever been. Everything just felt right. Everything felt great. Everything felt incredible. Everything just felt amazing. Life felt really, really good for a brief moment in time. And then it all came crumbling down. Everything came crumbling down. But I do want to start with the good things that happened over the course of the past 5 months. So I released a collection for my clothing brand, Gore by Emmy's the Cat. The collection is titled Folk Tales of the Forest. That came out in about March 25th of this year. And let me tell you, that collection was probably one of the most life-changing experiences of my life, just because creating this collection was just an experience in itself. It was beautiful, it was mesmerizing, it was amazing. It was the most fun I've ever had creating a collection, and then doing the photo shoot for this collection was truly one of the most life-changing experiences of my life. I mean, I took a secret trip to Los Gatos up north, and I went into the Santa Cruz Mountains and I did a photo shoot in the forest, in the actual forest. But let me tell you, don't ever go to the forest in an Uber. Don't ever go to the forest in a car. Don't ever go to the forest without some food. But I'm sure you all know that. You're all smarter than me. You all knew that before I did, because I nearly died. I nearly died in that forest, and I'm not even kidding. I nearly died. It was life-changing, it was crazy, it was life-altering, but thankfully, again, I came out of that and I survived that, which is just amazing and it's incredible. But yeah, I mean, that experience itself was so life-changing, and it was amazing, and it just gave me a completely different perspective on life. And I'm really happy I did the photo shoot, regardless of if I died or not. The pictures came out stunning, and the videos came out stunning, and everything about it came out amazing, and everything about it was just divine and incredible. And I'm so happy with how that collection turned out, and I'm so happy with how it looks. It looks beautiful and it looks stunning, and the collection is still available for sale on the website, link in the description, if you do want to check it out for yourself. It just turned out amazing, and I love every single aspect of it. So speaking of creativity, music. So if you think 5 months is a long time to be away from YouTube, I have not released a full-length album in about 3 years. I have not released an album in about 3 years, and I did not want it to take this long again, because it took me 3 years from my debut album to The Life of a Comedian, from 2016 to 2019. It's taken me another 3 years to create the follow-up to The Life of a Comedian, and I did not want it to take 3 years, but it just went through so many phases and changes, and it went through so many different concepts, and it went through so many different writing processes and writing sessions, and just the concept kept changing, and things kept changing and turning and changing and turning. But alas, I finally have a full body of work set and ready to go. So the album is about 90% done, which I'm so excited about. And I guess I can tell you guys now, I think I can. I mean, it's my album. I'm not under a label. I think I can tell you guys, it's slated for a late summer release. So I'm really, really excited about that. It's coming very, very soon. And this time I know for sure it's coming very, very soon. And just this particular body of work has just been so incredible. And it's been some of the best songs that I feel I've ever written. And it feels amazing. It feels amazing, and it feels great, and it's vastly different from The Life of a Comedian, and it's eons away from my debut album. I mean, I truly do feel like I've come to my true form with this record, and I do feel like this is just the best body of work I've created thus far musically. I mean, The Life of a Comedian will always have a soft spot in my heart, just because it's, I mean, on top of the fact that it's a huge album, I mean, it's a 30-song album, and, you know, it has, you know, downstage and backstage, 2 parts to it, and, you know, sort of talk about both sides of, you know, what you see in front of you versus what goes on behind the scenes. That record will forever have a special place in my heart. But this particular album now holds an even bigger place just in my life, just because it's just, I don't know how to describe it. I don't know how to describe it, but I'm beyond proud of what I've created, and I'm so happy that it has become what it became, and I cannot wait for you guys to hear it late summer. It's gonna be incredible, and it's gonna be amazing, and you guys are going to love it. And the first single might be a lot closer than you guys think. But yeah, a lot of good things have happened, and a lot of good things have just thankfully transpired over the last 5 months, and it's been incredible, and it's been an amazing time to create, and it's been an amazing time to just allow myself to become a better version of myself, and I'm so beyond happy about it. However, with all of the good things come a lot of bad things as well, and, you know, I feel more confident talking about these bad things in my life just because I feel like I've come out the other end of those things, and I feel like I've finally come to terms with letting go, but not necessarily forgiving and forgetting, because I can let go of something. I can let go of somebody, I can let go of something and never forgive and never forget, because you don't have to. And that goes for everyone. You don't have to forgive, and you don't have to forget. And, you know, a lot of the negative things that happened was that my mental health definitely took a huge hit over the last 5 months. I mean, last month in April, I suffered a very psychotic emotional breakdown, and it really destroyed me, and it really wrecked me, and it was unlike anything I had ever experienced before, because I was inconsolable, and I was a mess. I was a mess, and I was a wreck. But just, I think the most heartbreaking thing, and just the most destructive and worst thing that could have happened to me over the course of these 5 months was that I allowed myself to, how do I put this? And I blindly trusted somebody, and I blindly followed somebody very, very deep into their mind, and very, very deep into who they were as a person. And the worst part is that I let them in through the exact same depths that they let me in. And look, everything was fine, everything was great, everything was fine and dandy. But I think the worst part is when, you know, there's a lot of unanswered questions. And I think it's a very immature thing to do. It's a very cowardice thing to do. I am not the kind of person that leaves a specific situation or a specific relationship without any unanswered questions. If I am going to cut ties with somebody, if I'm going to sever ties with somebody, whether that's, you know, in a friendship, in a relationship, or in a business partnership, I think it's always important to have clear communication, to have transparency, and to have an open and honest conversation before you really sever ties and before you really cut ties. And that did not happen. That did not happen, and things just went down the drain without any word, without any explanation, without any context as to what exactly happened. Which, look, on my end, I don't lose anything. I don't lose anything on my end, just because, you know, in these specific situations, I know very well that I can go out the street and find 3 other people just like that, if not even better than that. However, for the other side, they'll never find somebody else like me. And I'm very confident in myself enough to say that they'll never find somebody else like me. And they'll never replace me with something even close to the shadow of who I am. And, you know, that's what keeps me sane. That's what allows me to sleep peacefully at night. And that's what allows me to continue to move on with my life. And, you know, it was a heartbreaking experience, because this is somebody that I deeply loved, and this is somebody that I deeply cherished, and that I truly, genuinely, in the bottom of my core, felt like this person would be in my life for so many years, and that I would be able to share my successes with. I would be able to share all of the accomplishments, the good, the bad, the ugly, the divine, the beautiful. And it all went like that. And it just reminded me how easily and how quickly certain kinds of people can just pop like that. And it's upsetting, and it's sad, and it's heartbreaking. And look, going through that specific destruction in its own was truly probably one of the worst weeks of my life, just because, and look, I almost died in a forest, but even that was a walk in the park. This specific situation was even worse than dying in the forest. Let me tell you why. It's the uncertainty. It's the uncertainty. It's all of the unanswered questions. It's all of this, what happened? What is going on? Like, I need to know exactly what happened. Like, if this is where it ends, like, I at least want a reason why it's ending, and that did not happen. And, you know, in that moment in time, I was the weakest I had ever been, and I'm embarrassed to admit that. I truly am embarrassed to admit that, because I allowed something so insignificant, somebody so insignificant, wreck me in the way that I was wrecked because of that. And I truly am embarrassed to even admit that, because that specific week was the beginning, I think it was of the solar eclipse. So this is around like April 29th, 30th. And look, I unintentionally and unironically got into astrology just because it kept popping up on my TikTok For You page over and over and over again, and I couldn't just not watch it, you know? Like, you know when you just can't not watch something, you have to watch it, even though you're not into it, and even though you know it's not going to be a good thing, you still want to watch it? That's what astrology was for me. I didn't want to watch it, but I ended up watching it. And, you know, they all warned me, like, April 29th, April 30th, it's going to be a very destructive day, and this is going to be the beginning of a complete destruction of your life, and everything you knew was going to be destroyed in order to usher in a new life, in order to usher in something new. And so with that in mind, I was like, okay, well, you know, let's take everything with a grain of salt. Let's take everything, you know, piece by piece. Let's not focus too much on these types of things. And lo and behold, all the destruction happened. Lo and behold, they were not wrong. All of the destruction happened during that week, and just, oof, everything went down the drain, and everything went down to the garbage bin that specific week. And that week, I think I only slept in upwards of 12 hours over the course of 7 days. And I wasn't heartbroken by it. Let me tell you that. I was not heartbroken by it, and I wasn't sad about it. It was just the stress of so much uncertainty that made me feel so weak. Because I wasn't sad that somebody cut me off, because people have cut me off in the past. I don't care. Life goes on. But the fact that somebody that I trusted with so much, with more than I could have ever trusted anybody, somebody that I deeply felt would be in my life for a long, long time, somebody that I felt I could share so many incredible things with, just completely threw everything away, just like that. And look, I wrapped around my head the whole week, like, what did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? What can I do to fix this? What can I do to salvage this? What can I do to, like, patch things up? And, you know, a week passed and I was like, wait. Hold up. One moment. Why do I have to fix things? Why do I have to be the one to mend all of the loose ends? Why do I have to be the one to make amends? Why do I have to be the one to salvage things? I didn't cut anybody off. I didn't put anybody through this much psychological, emotional, and physical damage. I slept about 12 hours through that week because of so much stress. And in the short amount of times that I would sleep, I would wake up either dry heaving or with nausea. And then some days I even woke up vomiting because I was so just overwhelmed with how much stress, this uncertainty, and just this destruction, and just how angry I was at the fact that you couldn't say anything. You couldn't explain anything. Like, really? Like, I wasn't like, oh my god, they left me, what am I gonna do? Because life goes on. Life moves forward. It was the stress of the uncertainty that just made me feel so weak. So I was like, I didn't put anybody through that. I wasn't the one who did that. And I wrapped around my head the whole week, what did I do wrong? I didn't do anything wrong. I can confidently say I didn't do anything wrong. And on God, I did not do anything wrong. And I was like, no, I don't want to make amends. I don't want to fix things. I don't want to patch things up. I don't want things to be the same way they were, because clearly they weren't good if this is the end result. Clearly things were not good, and clearly things were not great if this destruction was the end result. If what was there was so weak that it was destroyed like that, then I don't want it anymore. I don't need something weak. I don't need something brittle. I don't need a coward in my life. I don't need somebody who isn't mature enough to have an open and honest dialogue with me about any issues or any aspersions or anything that comes up. I don't need somebody like that in my life. I don't need somebody that is going to change their mind just like that. Because yes, this was destroyed throughout that solar lunar eclipse, but there's a lot of things that weren't destroyed in my life. There's a lot of relationships that are, in fact, even more solid than they were before the solar eclipse. And we're doing just fine. We're doing incredible. We're doing amazing. So, you know, I'm not at a loss here. I didn't lose anything. Sure, I lost a connection. I lost a specific kind of relationship. But I can find another one. I can find another one just like that. And I can walk out the street and find 3 more just like that. And it was just the uncertainty of so many things. And when I came to my senses, I was like, well, what exactly am I fighting for here? What exactly am I trying to fix here? What exactly am I trying to, you know, make amends with here? Because as far as it looks right now, nothing seems to be good about this. And this is causing me more harm than it's doing me good. And also, I can't erase the amount of damage I endured because of this. And I can't erase just how drained I was after this. That's something I cannot erase, and that is something I simply cannot forgive and cannot forget. Am I open for an honest, mature conversation and discussion about what happened? Of course I am. I am open to that. No matter what happens in my life, I will forever be open to that. However, will I forgive all of the damage I was put through? Probably not. That is something I'll probably never forgive, and that is something I'll probably never forget and never forget and never make peace with. You know, I can let go of this situation and I can say, you know, I'm finally free and I let this go, and I do not want to hold on to this. I do not want to hang on to this. I do not want to cling on to this specific person or this specific situation any longer. I set myself free from this. I let go. I cut ties with it. But I do want to hold on to the good memories, and I do want to hold on to the great times that were there, and I do want to hold on to just the sheer happiness I felt when I had this. I want to hold on to those things very, very deeply, because those are the only things I have left of this particular situation, and I won't let them take those things either away from me. Those things are mine, and those things will forever be mine. But that specific situation, I let go, and I set free, and I want nothing else to do with it anymore, and I'm done, and I cut it out of my life, and you know, I'm ready to keep life moving, and I'm ready to keep moving forward, and I'm ready to, you know, hold my head held high. And you know, I leave that situation with my dignity intact. I leave that situation stronger than before, with my sanity intact, and with a lot of really good songs. That completely destroyed me over the course of the past 5 months, but I'm here, and I feel stronger than ever, and I feel stronger than before, and I feel like I definitely came out the other end a completely different person, and I feel better than I did back then, and I feel more relieved, and I feel like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders, and I just feel more alive than I did before, and it feels amazing and it feels incredible. And with that being said, I'm back on YouTube, and I'm back to creating content, and I'm back to creating videos, which I am so happy about. Get ready, stay tuned. I'm gonna be posting as regularly as I possibly can. I definitely have more free time on my hands now, so I'm gonna be posting, you know, every now and then. We're gonna bring back the regular schmegular album reviews. We're gonna be posting some vlogs here and there. We're gonna be doing a lot of things. I definitely want this to be a creative space. I want this sort of to be the car that drives everything else I do into the gust of winds and all the way to the top. Give me a gold play button. That's what I want. That's what I want. Anyways, that is it. I'm back. Thank you so much for sticking by. Thank you so much for watching through all of this. And if you enjoyed it, give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below anything you want to see me do, anything you want me to create, any suggestions. I'm open to it. And if you're new here, which I'm sure all of you are new here, hello, welcome, subscribe, become a member. I don't know if I have, did my membership disable or is it still enabled? We'll find out everything. I'm gonna log back into YouTube to upload this, and we're gonna find out what we still have and what we don't have. Anyways, I will see you next time for another video. And thank you for listening. Goodbye.